Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 295. This is doing episode number 1059. Zoro faces adversity, a monster king in Conflagration. This episode adapts from, the pages of the previous chapter, 232. 1032 that was skipped over last episode, which is pages 5 through 9 and pages 2 through 9 of chapter 1033. Most people have a few different things on this episode, and pretty much as tells us, it's a Zoro episode. As a matter of fact, like 50%, like the case of the Sanji episode a few episodes back, this whole episode's live is focused on him. It's split between him and Sanji. Let's talk about some other stuff here first. Well, first we have the stuff with CP0, where they're basically still chasing Nico Robin. They basically let have Fuga's head last episode. Yamato finds out that this glob is heading toward the basement, which is where she needs to head to. Tells Fuga to follow her. Robin and Brook decide to hop off Fuga's head, and they run out someplace else. And the CP0 agents end up basically taking on, they end up encountering Scratchman, Archipo, and X-Drake. You have Scratchman basically taking pictures with snail cameras. Yes, snail cameras. Like, ooh, we're going to sell this to the World Economic Journal. Morgan's probably giving you a big payday for this. And he gets a finger pistol in the neck. But he doesn't die. How? Coat of arms. Yep. So you have, and of course, X-Drake and Scratchman basically work together to take out these CP0 agents. Of course, Scratchman takes on, I could tell the guy who gave him the finger pistol. And as for the other one, X-Ray takes on him as well. And that's it for that segment. Oh, in case you're curious, aside from seeing Brook, Robin, Zoro, and Sanji, there is nowhere Straw Hat's episode. There's not even a cutaway to Luffy. You're thinking, really? No cutaway to Luffy? That's a bit strange. Yes, for some reason these episodes are not focusing on Luffy. There's no cutaway to him. There's no, original footage for him. Nothing. I'm like, that's interesting. So in the case of the fight between, we have, oh, by the way, also where you have we have Big Mom taking on Law and Captain Kidd. There's no continuation of that fight. That is basically absent from this episode. In the case of Sanji, he proceeds to continue his fight with Queen, knocked into a wall, presumably not the wall where the geishas are, and gives basically some kind of really fuel the fire pep talk, and continues his brawl with him. Also talks about dinosaur stuff, and that's it. It's very brief. It's shorter than the last time I focused on it. Zoro's, meanwhile, though, we kind of follow up who gave him permission to basically activate Enma? And everything goes back normal. He continues to become king. And, of course, he also hits him with his sword. And this causes an explosion. We're still commit suicide. And we also see him, nearly fall off the island. We see an extended flashback from the Rogue Island arc. Not Rogue Island. Rogue Town. Yes. Rogue Town. Way back in Season 1. Which, by the way, those episodes aired in 2000. So basically, here's the thing. If you hadn't watched that arc, that happened 23 years ago. Excuse me. I, of course, didn't watch it until 2017. Yep. As a matter of fact, I've seen the arc now twice. Because I also basically sat for the arc again when I did my re-review of the series. The dub, anyways, and I will be continuing reviewing the new dub episodes. Yes, the episodes I had previously reviewed when they originally came out. Those will be coming soon when I go on my break. Yep. So, yeah, and something though, and of course, so it's kind of mentioned by the swordswoman, the guy who is Otama's mentor, that apparently Enma and his Kamatsu sword, which got back in Rogue Town, were made by the same swordsmith. And Zoro does question at the end of the episode, how does the sword from Wano end up in a town in the East Blue? That's a really good question. Also, King does this thing where he pulls his mask back when he's in his pterodactyl form and proceeds to have a little poke at Zoro, which basically Zoro's able to dodge it. Mostly, anyways. The other side gets hit. Yep. But still really good episode. Love it. Now, in the case of the manga, like in the case of My Hero, where both of them was taking a week off. They'll come back in 2 weeks. Now we have no cover story for this one. This is chapter 1081, 10th Captain of the Blackbeard Pirates, Kuzan. Chapter starts off with the last time. We have Garp basically doing a rampage on the island where Blackbeard is. The Shiki is here. There basically several on here. Some people associate with Garp. By the way, Smoker's not here. I got all these years, I'm losing my edge. Oh shit, how we can damage this? Bye, Samuel Garp. Oh, Kobe, you're alright. You see that members of Sword. He runs. Oh, he breathed. And she gets frozen. How? Aokiji. Who basically it's revealed that he's actually the 10th cat. It isn't freezing the giant that came with him. Yeah, it's revealed in this chapter he's the 10th captain of the Blackbeard Pirates. Yep. The former Navy admiral who basically spent his career hunting pirates is now a pirate now. At first he was an ally of the Black Pirates post time skip. Now he's one of the captains. Now of course they do reveal some interesting about him. And of course, like Aokiji, it's you. And of course, they all chat for a bit. They do reveal also that he actually frequently has to refreeze his leg. Because his leg was basically, well, let's just say it was knocked off by the current fleet admiral. I saw times. Akanu. And of course, talk about a guy with a burn scar. I think it's someone might have. And of course, Blackbeard talks about the row poneglyphs. This is mostly a flashback. Of course, they know one Kaido, one Big Mom. Where the other two are is a big mystery. He does mention when he was older, he didn't see any red poneglyphs. He basically was just dealing with salt. Which, okay, that part is definitely 100% completely true. That was explored in the popular Ennie's lobby arc, which Mike McFarlane is one of his favorite arcs of the series. One of my personal favorites too. He's like, in the sad, lonely eyes of a little girl, Nika Robin, who fate raised upon my hand. I like a boring story. What do you think, Amador? Yeah, and then of course, basically, like, freezing stuff, and and on this page, attempt by Blackbeard's Captain Kuzan, aka Aokiji. Of course, he does basically for his text. Come back normal. Let Koba go. Let's come back to Navy. He's like, would you kill your senior apprentice, say your protege? That would tend to my nonsense. I taught you to live in the moment. And then you have, Garp doing Blue Hole, knocking him in. And then we see a cutaway to where apparently the Polar Tank submarine, the main ship of the Heart Pirates, has been destroyed. Yes, they say it's been sunk. Against a pirate can means to escape. So yeah, apparently Law has been defeated by Blackbeard. Not surprising. Why the heck we up to Blackbeard for is complete mystery to me. I get maybe Captain can go up to Red Hair Shanks, because that's something he said before he was captured by Kaido. But it's baffling. Why the heck would Law even go after Blackbeard? He does mention about something that happened pre-time skip. It would happen during time skip with him stealing the whole all pirates at the Rocky Port. Guys, we have Worley references there. And of course, like ask him to make Garam return alive, and we have Beppo going to this flaming bear. I think it's a Sulong, but no, not really. This is not Well, kind of like Sulong, like, I'm going to camp out. Of course, he hits Blackbeard with it. He takes Law. Like, go back, Beppo. Can't leave the crew behind. I'm not going back. Trust them, Captain. We can get them out of the frozen port in the north. We made this far. We're not going to die. We made it together as a team. You can't die now, Captain. Please don't die. And his heart pirates are defeated. The winner in the New World, winner on a New World, the Pirates of Law, and his heart pirates have been defeated. Okay, interesting. This is interesting. The fact it's like this because it wasn't just 2 chapters back that the kid pirates been defeated. So Law, who's been like a big driving force of this whole entire like saga stuff post time skip, and he's been defeated. Really? And by the way, he was only absent for one story arc, Whole Cake. And I'm curious though, like, as appreciative as I am about this outside stuff, like, I'm sure we're soon eventually get back to Egghead Island. The Egg Island, yes. I'm sure we're going to go back there, but not at the moment. But this definitely is a good chapter, but maybe this is going to end it. I'm not sure. It depends upon basically what Oda wants to do. But we have to wait 2 weeks for that. So, yeah. That's a particular view. I'm going to go ahead and watch Case Close, get that done with. Okay? Next video. Bye.